if you found 1,100 pounds in the back of the table, let's hear no!
Good evening. My name is Qasim and I'm from Saudi Arabia, but no need to worry, I've been frisked before entering the building. If anybody is still worried about that, the exits are there and here. Okay, so considering who I am and where I come from, I've never really been into the dating game, but I found myself the other day thinking, if I was into that, who would I be going out with? So after careful consideration, I came up with a list. These are some of the people I think I might be interested in dating. Number one, contortionists. I mean, let's face it, for someone as lazy as I am, it would definitely help to have all the different bullseyes within close proximity. Scuba divers made the list, no surprise there. And, yeah, sword swallowers. I mean, having the ability to shift your inner organs to make more space for stuff to go in, that would definitely come in handy. But, you know, it was short after that that I realized that I didn't really have much use for that list. I mean, considering how pretty much all the girls I know think I'm gay. Even worse, they actually think I'm on their team. Yeah, basically I'm Martha, the neighborhood slut who anybody can score. And, you know, I actually had one girl that I knew for a few years come up to me and tell me, you know, I'm pretty sure I can shave your facial and body hair, put you in lingerie, make you strike the most embarrassing pin-up poses, take pictures, and you would not mind not one bit. In fact, I'm pretty sure you would like it, you little bitch. If you think that was the worst thing I've ever been told or the worst thing that ever happened to me, guess again. Another friend who I knew a while back, she was packing her bags, getting ready to leave back home. That was back in Galway about a year ago or something. And like everybody else, she had a few things she wanted to give away. She wasn't going to take them with her or she didn't need them anymore. And you know what I got offered? Go on, take a guess. A pack of tampons! True story! Too stupid to make up. Pack of tampons. So now you know why I'll definitely be living the rest of my life lonely. Yeah, I'm going to be a virgin for the rest of my life. First all I got. Nobody gave me an offer that low. Thank you. That will only add up to my sexual confusion. But yeah, but you know, the way I see it, ending up lonely these days, in this day and age, is definitely a blessing in disguise, because if there's anything you don't want to be in these days, it's a parent. And don't get me wrong, I love parents. It's not about parents being bad, it's about how spoiled kids are. I mean, kids these days are complaining the entire time about how tough their parents are, how strict they are, and how hard they go on them and all of that. Bullshit. If you know what I've been through 20 to about 30 years ago when I was born, my parents used to beat my ass for no reason at all. I had an ass whooping for pretty much no reason. Man, where I grew up, I had to be freaking psychic for two reasons. A, in order not to get my ass whooped. B, so that I would know why I got my ass whooped whenever that happened. And the way it used to go at my house was like, Awesome, come here. Yes, Dad? Why? The first was for not being here before I called for you. The second was for asking why that was. And this is why I called you to begin with. Now go back to your room. That's how it used to be every time. Seriously. You think your parents are tough? Go back 20 or 30 years ago. I remember standing at the back of some room sometimes watching one of my cousins getting their ass whooped for something they did or didn't do, and just waiting at the background there, just looking and waiting to hear those famous three words. Well, 2 words to be more exact. Anybody who didn't get that, that was a flashback from about the early 90s. It was a stupid Mortal Kombat game. Yes, Sega version, never mind. Some guys got it, most of you didn't, I guess. But yeah, seriously, I think one of the worst things these days is how unappreciative kids are. What makes it even worse, what makes kids even worse these days is how parents are more concerned about what society thinks about how they raise their kids than disciplining their own kids to begin with. I mean, these days there are so many books on parenting and how to raise your own children who are pretty much written down by 50-year-old virgins who've never got laid in their entire life. And whenever somebody would stop you in the middle of the road and go like, this is no way to raise your children. If you ever just shout at your kid or anything, you would just take it at face value and try not to embarrass yourself even more and leave. If that would ever happen in my country though, if anybody would try to stop my dad from beating me or anybody else, any other of his kids, and would go, that's no way to raise your children, my dad would just go like, excuse me, how many kids do you have? Oh, none. You see, that is a problem to me. I'm not very sure I should be taking the advice on how to raise my own children from somebody who've never had any of his own. Are you sure you're aiming to the right hole? Would you like a demonstration? I've made 7. Would a show and tell help in any way? No? You're sure about that? Well, good luck. Keep trying. You'll find it someday. And then he'll just turn and go, and you'll know what that was. Anyway, thanks a lot, everybody. My name is Austin.